In this week's lesson, you are going to learn 5 new English terms related to the topic of mental health. After this lesson, you'll be able to speak English fluently and confidently about this serious topic. Are you ready? Well then, I'm Teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. The very first term we're going to look at is anxiety. Good. Again, anxiety. Excellent. All right. I want you to look at this image. If you're watching it, and then if you're listening to the podcast, I'll describe the image. We see 2 individuals, a man and a woman, sitting on a couch, and it looks like the woman who has a large afro and is wiping her nose with a tissue. It looks like she is not doing well. It looks like she's down, she's feeling sad, she might be a little upset, and then right next to her is either her brother, her husband, or her boyfriend trying to console her. He has his hand on her arm and he's trying to help her through her situation. We can say that she might be experiencing some form of anxiety. Well, what does this term anxiety actually mean? Anxiety refers to a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. You're worried, you're nervous, you're uneasy, you're not sure, and maybe she is a bit unsure, she's uneasy, she's nervous about something that's going to happen in the future, or maybe even about this current situation. In English, we can say anxiety. Good job, good job. Now I want us to look at 3 example sentences. 3 example sentences using this term anxiety. Here's the first example sentence. She experienced intense anxiety before her job interview. Next, many people deal with anxiety when faced with stressful situations. And finally, managing anxiety through meditation can be highly effective for some individuals. So once again, our first term is anxiety. Excellent. All right, now it's time for us to move to our second term. Again, speaking about mental health. Our second term is depression. Good. Again, after me, this time with only me on the screen. Depression. Excellent. Now, this is a term you may have heard before, but we want to go a little bit deeper. And before we go deeper, don't forget that each of the terms you are learning can be found in this month's Daily English Vocabulary ebook package, book number 11. Over a 30-day period, you will learn about 30 topics and 5 new terms for each topic, including images, practice worksheets, and also flashcards. So, if you'd like your copy of this month's ebook package, hit the link in the description. All right, now we're looking again at this term depression. Depression just refers to a mental health condition characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of interest in activities. You don't feel like doing anything. And if we look at this image on the screen, it looks like these individuals are sitting and just thinking about life. Sitting around thinking about life, and someone can actually be in a depressed state and look just like them. Inside feeling sad, inside not really caring about anything, feeling hopeless. In English, we call this situation depression. All right, let's check out some example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. Depression can affect anyone, regardless of age or background. Next, he sought professional help to manage his depression. And finally, symptoms of depression often include fatigue and difficulty concentrating. So one more time, our second term is depression. Great job. All right. Our third term is resilience. Good. Again, resilience. Excellent. All right, this term resilience just refers to the ability to recover from or adjust to adversity or challenging situations. Again, the ability to recover from or adjust to adversity or challenging situations. So, look at these individuals in this image. We have 3 individuals, 2 women and 1 man, and they're holding pizza slices in their hands, and the man is smiling and so are the 2 women. And maybe they're speaking about the class they just finished. This semester was the hardest semester for them, and they're over it, and now they can keep moving forward. Resilience. The ability to recover or adjust from adversity. Recover from or adjust to the key, adversity or challenging situations. So let's check out these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. Building resilience is key to maintaining mental health during tough times. Next, her resilience allowed her to bounce back from the difficulties she faced. And finally, therapy can help strengthen emotional resilience. Once again, our third term is resilience. Excellent. All right. Now our fourth term is stigma. Good. Again, stigma. Excellent. All right. This term stigma literally refers to a mark of shame or discredit, often associated with a particular condition or behavior, such as mental illness. Again, a mark of shame or discredit. Women can't do that. Or kids can't do that. Or this group of people, no, they're not smart enough to do ... A stigma. So imagine in this group, in this image, we have 3 individuals with their heads down. And maybe one of them is thinking about other people, and they have a certain idea about a certain group of people. Or maybe the other person has a certain idea about a certain group of people. They can have a stigma. Here are the example sentences. Example sentence number 1. There is still a stigma attached to seeking therapy for mental health issues. Next, efforts are being made to reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness. And finally, educating people about mental health can help break down the stigma. Once again, stigma. Excellent. All right. Number 5 after me is coping. Good. Again, coping. Excellent. This term coping refers to dealing effectively with something difficult or stressful. Again, dealing effectively with something that is difficult or stressful, something that would normally cause another person to fall under the pressure or to give up. If you have figured out a way to push through the difficulty, you have found a way to cope with the difficulty. So look at this image. It looks like these individuals are sitting and thinking and relaxing in order to cope with an issue. Here are the example sentences using this term. Example sentence number 1. She developed healthy coping mechanisms to manage her stress. Next, some people cope with anxiety through exercise or mindfulness practices. And finally, learning new ways of coping can help individuals overcome mental health challenges. So again, in English, number 5 is coping. Excellent. All right, so dealing with mental health, now you have these 5 terms. We have anxiety. Number 2, depression. Number 3, resilience. Number 4, stigma. And number 5, coping. Now I want you to listen to this paragraph that includes each of the terms you learned in this lesson. Here we go. Mental health is a crucial aspect of overall well-being. It encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social states. Many people experience mental health challenges such as anxiety and depression. Unfortunately, these conditions often carry a stigma, leading to feelings of shame or embarrassment. Developing coping strategies can help individuals manage mental health difficulties. Remember, resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and challenges, and it plays a vital role in maintaining mental health. By understanding and addressing mental health challenges, we can create a more compassionate and supportive society for everyone. In this one paragraph, you heard each of today's 5 terms. The topic, mental health. The first term, anxiety. Then depression, stigma, coping, and resilience. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Don't forget to get your copy of this month's Daily English Vocabulary ebook package, Book 11, by clicking the link in the description, and I'll talk to you in the next lesson.